Hi, and welcome to a Friday evening live card making tutorial. This evening I have for you a stunning Stipple Roses card. All right, it's a stutter. And so the Stippled Roses, well, the stamp set and dies are retiring. So I want to show you while you can still get them, and the dies are amazingly 60% off. So let me first introduce myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. All right, so how about we have a closer look? There we go, at the Stipple Roses. And let me pull up this QR code for you. So here's the stamp set. So that's discounted, not nearly as much as the dies, but isn't it so intricate, so pretty? And my favorite type of rose, there are cottage roses and some roses that don't look as rosy to me. When I think of roses, this is what I think of. And what you're really going to like about this is there is so much detail to it, you don't have to color. I mean, if you love coloring, you still could, but if you're one of those who just shies away from it, this one is beautiful, stamped just as it is. And then we have the coordinating dies. There we go, to cut out all of the images, plus some intricate dies, and we'll use that. And so when we're done, please remind me if I forget, I did another color scheme, the same card in another color scheme, and then a second card. All right. And so my dies are stored on one of these magnet cards, and I get these at Stampin Storage. And there's the QR code, or the link is under the video. And they're super strong. And so they just keep my magnets all nice and organized instead of trying to put them back onto, this is what it came off of, the tape. They're on here and just wonderful. And then I slide them into one of these pockets. And so this is a separate company from Stampin' Up. They just have products to beautifully organize our stamping supplies and our craft room. And they're having a special this month. If you order 150 or more, you get some 6x7 magnet cards absolutely for free. So that is a lot of fun, huh? All right, so let's come back and see who's here. Well, we got Miss Donna is here, and Miss Tammy, and Miss Patricia, and and Miss Danette. All right. And so, yes, please give my video a thumbs up and a share. I sure would appreciate that. Okay, so we've got some stamping to do before we do the die cutting. So let's put this aside. So the last chance list that came out on Tuesday, and wow, there are some great discounts there. If you got to watch with me, oh, Miss Adelaide's here too. As I went through the catalog and we marked it all up so we knew what was retiring, along with the discounts. So of course, everything's available only while supplies last, and that's true of the Stippled Rose stamp set and the Stippled Rose dies. Okay, and I want to show you another color. So not just another card in another color that I completely actually had the card put together when I changed my mind and changed it to Petunia Pop. Okay, so let's pick that up and see the stamp is so much bigger than the pad. So that's when I take the pad to the stamp instead of the stamp to the pad. Get all this great coverage, and let's stamp in the, oh, it's just so pretty, stamped as it is. I like to color, but gosh, sometimes it's nice to have something that's really nice and quick, huh? Okay, and there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gracious, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and push, pull on that lip, and click. All right, so we're ready for the die cutting. And my card is completely inspired from one of the samples in my online store, www.shopwithshelley.com. I didn't find the paper they used, so I used something else. And it's, of course, the name's escaping me. Normally I have it right here. I think it's the Bright and Beautiful. The one I used with that turtle card? Okay, so I need my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and here it is. Let's move that handle out. I think if I move the handle out, I get a better image for you because it's not focusing so high up. And so I could use, oh, Miss Roxanne is here too. I could use plate number 1 and plate number 2 that come with it. Instead, I prefer to use this magnetic platform that I picked up on Amazon. There are magnet saleable circles. Those are magnets to hold the die in place without needing some adhesive. But regardless if I use plate number 1 and plate number 2 that come with it, I need a plate number 3. And here's my cardstock. And then our die that comes off of here, oh, so easily. Let's do that. Okay. And let's come back to the chat. Fantastic. All right. And, oh, look at that. All right. And I do like to drop it. I don't know if you can hear that, but when I drop it, the magnets, the die, the metal goes to the magnets and holds it in place, because there's times where if I'm not right on it, I'm kind of chasing it around. Okay, I need to pull this back so I can see. All right. I don't know about you, but I'm a stand up and over when I'm die cutting. And I act like I'm glued to this chair like I don't have that ability, but kind of feel like that. All right, so we've got that on there, and then I need another. This is a plate number 3. And rotate them around. Try not to cut in the center all the time. And I keep using the same cutting pads. I mean, for forever. It's rare that I need to replace them because I follow what I tell you. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness. All right, so right back on the magnet card. There we go. And now what I have is some vellum cardstock. We used to carry vellum cardstock forever. We don't anymore. And so under the video, I couldn't get the QR code to work, but under the video, I've got a link to where I found some on Amazon pretty inexpensively. So this is one of the intricate dies. And let's go ahead and take a dryer sheet, run over that. And that helps the die just to pop out of there so much easier. Okay, and so plate number 3 again. Okay. And I need 3 of those, but I thought you don't need to watch me do that 3 times, so I have some others cut. But look how nice that just, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is amazing. Just come out so nice. Okay, so let's plop this right back on, and we're done with that. But we're not done with the die cutting machine, because I'm going to do some embossing. Oh, that's what I forgot to get a QR code, but the link is under the video. It is. It's a Friday, and I'm feeling every bit of it. I don't know about the rest of you. All right, so I do need plate number 1. Comes with it. And I'm going to use, oh, for Peter's sakes, it's something floral, 3D. Oh, my goodness. All right, let me have a look. I know this. Yeah. All right, let me look real quickly. It is the layered florals. Yes, there we go. My mind's not completely gone, just mostly. And I'm going to use Berry Burst cardstock with my embossing folder that's here somewhere. What did I do? Uh-oh. Okay, it is here somewhere because I set it aside. Well, did I put it back in the drawer? Hold on. Hold on. No, because I put it on this. Oh, okay. Whoever's watching, hello, here it is. I'm okay, really, I am. Oh, for Peter's sakes. I knew I put it on the table. Okay, so what I want to do, inspired by the card on the website. Oh my goodness, I hope this gave you all a good laugh. Well, hello, Miss Kathy. So usually I will emboss, just part of it, and adhere it on, but I decided to try it this time. And this pattern's pretty cool because it goes all over. There's not a right way or wrong way, it doesn't go just one way because I want to emboss the top. So I'm putting this in and I want to get all the way up to that top edge, but not go over. Does it make sense what I'm saying, that the pattern goes every which way? So I'm okay because this will be the top of my card and that will look fine. So you want the hinge to go in first. Okay, Miss Roxanne, it's not just you. Oh, Miss Frankie, good. I hope I make you all feel better. I do stuff like that all the time. It's right under my nose and can't see it. And it's nothing new. Someone will say, oh, it's, old timers. Like, well, then I've been old for a long time because I've been doing stuff like that for a long time. Okay, so you want the hinge to go through first. And the easy way to remember is the Stampin' Up! Logo facing you. All right, and so then you need, because this is a 3D folder, you need the specialty plate number 4. And if you've got a machine that uses the same size plates, for example, the Big Shot, this will work with it. But you need that with the 3D embossing folder because typically with an embossing folder, we use 2 cutting plates, right? Not thick enough. And, oh, you know what? Okay, and I forgot to tell you, look, no cutting pad. I'm going right on here. And that'll be perfectly fine. I'm not cutting anything. I will not hurt my plate number 1. So normally we would use 2 cutting plates. Like I said, just too thick. You can't get it through with a 3D. 1 cutting plate, not thick enough. The specialty plate, perfect. All right, so we'll place that on there and then crank this through. All right. Well, right now I'm really glad that, since I got up, I didn't decide to put on my pajama bottoms or something. All right, and look at that. Isn't that a beautiful folder? This is retiring, and like Stippled Roses stamp set and the Stippled Roses dies, this is retiring and on discounted. And I don't remember the discount right now, but isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so we have our die cutting done, our embossing done. Let's do a little bit more stamping, and then we can start putting it together. And I've got here some basic white, actually this is thick cardstock, and the berry burst that I plan to use for the rose. Well, I'll just bring it here and you'll be able to see the difference. So there it is in berry burst. And then, but it's the DSP that really, I think, changed my mind. And when I got to this point, I wanted some contrast. So some basic white thick cardstock and the Berry Burst Classic Stampin' Pad. Pick this up, slide that in. And I was using the clear block E for this. And our clear blocks, oh my goodness, are so comfortable. Our acrylic blocks. You've got the rounded, grooved. It's so comfortable to hang on to. Yeah, Miss Danette, this is a gorgeous embossing folder. And on its way out. And this is Best Birthday Wishes. Their sample used congratulations, and the font on that congratulations is gorgeous. But I thought a birthday card, I would use more apt to use that than a congratulations. So let's see how well I do. Let's get this on here straight to start with. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we'll try again. Wowza, that was really bad. Okay. Okay, in case I did something like that, by the magic of TV, ta-da! Wow. All right, so there we go. We are done with that. And then one more thing to do, and this will take some thought, and I'm not optimistic considering how I've done so far this evening. So what I have here is, isn't this pattern just beautiful? And I believe it's the, oh, golly. You know what? Okay, let's just go find out because I do have everything listed. Full of Life. Because I was thinking about using the Bright and Beautiful that is retiring, but the Full of Life, that is it. It finally came to me, is the paper that I thought, oh, no, that's what I want to use. And what I want is an angle. And you know what? I just don't think 3D really well. So I'm going to use this to help remind me what I did. So I want it to go from, okay, let me think. How do I get this? There we go. I want the full piece. I want it there. Okay, I'm sorry. I did it earlier and it worked out really, really well. So let me see. Let me just set this here. I thought, why don't you keep that so you can remember how to turn it? There we go. Okay. I've got that's the scoring and then the cutting blade. That's what I want. I have to really stop and think about this stuff. And I thought, you're going to mess that up on, because I just don't think that way. But this is exactly what I want. So from that top and a bit of an angle. Again, you know, from that card that inspired everything. So this is going to go right on here. And you need a strong adhesive. See, that's that full of life. The strong adhesive for something so textured. And for that, we will use the mini glue dots. Okay, and I'm going to be really generous with these because I want this to stay together. Okay, and so you, okay, as I'm using my nail, I'm trying not to touch them because that takes away from the extreme stickiness. And that's what we are after, is that extreme stickiness. As I said, I'm being really generous with them. I'm peeling them back to see in the light. Okay. And hey, tomorrow when the video's done uploading into HD, I will have a link to my blog post with this card with the measurements to make it easy to duplicate. The supplies are already listed under the video in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. You can get everything, unless I tell you differently, like the magnetic cards, you know, pockets, and the magnet platform. But unless I tell you differently like that, everything's available to order in my online store. But tomorrow I'll have a link to my blog post with the measurements, and as well as a downloadable PDF that will include the card sketch, because this card sketch, template, layout, whatever you want to call it, will work with other images too. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? My goodness. All right, so let's do this. Building it, I didn't do it this way, but it's going to be easier. I'm taking some Stampin' Seal, and let's put it in some strategic spots. I know I want, okay, so let's start there. I know I would like this to peek out from behind, in between here and there. And that vellum, isn't that beautiful? It just adds such a soft touch. And then over here, and I want that. There we go, peeking out and coming. There we go. All right, so the other one will go on the front. And then we're going to give this a lift by using my favorite adhesive ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, Miss Glenda is here. Hello. All right. So my Take Your Pick tool just comes in so handy for so many different things. Actually, I have a couple of them. So I want to make sure one is always near. You know, the way I lose stuff. So let's do another one. Let's just support this bad boy. Okay. And then press down with your thumbnail. That makes that edge pop up and super easy to get off. I don't know about you, but these have been coming off a lot easier than they used to in the past. Used to kind of fight them. All right, so let's rotate this about right. Don't you just love the vellum? I mean, everything about this card. Wow. And they used a different color scheme because they had a different paper I couldn't find. It looked like it was Gorgeous Grape. All right. And then we have another one. This time, why don't we use a mini glue dot? Here we go. And so I can get that precise placement I'm going to use my take your pick tool to get that off of there. And about, let me think about this. Okay, I want this to slope down about right there. Okay. And then we have our best birthday wishes. So it's going to go here. So let's do stamp and seal right here and a dimensional on the other end. So the last chance list, my goodness, like I said, you got the discounts are amazing. It's like, holy smokes. And, and then things will be gone forever. So I bet there are some things you've been eyeing and just haven't picked up yet. Isn't that really pretty? The vellum sticking out behind this too. Like, ooh. And so I've got some yellow in here. So, because I found a plethora of retiring products that are on sale for you. These are the adhesive back dots for days. And it's not the exact yellow, but it looks really good. And so I always press down on the embellishment because I want the adhesive to stick to the embellishment and not to the acetate sheet. Let's try this. I actually do have the rubber, or the putty. Okay, so let's see if that works, because that's such a cool idea to be able to, yeah, it's not working for me. Okay, it does work, but it's just not, I probably don't have enough is the thing. I need to rotate some on there. Okay, it's just one of those days. And this one gets tucked up and underneath. I don't know I would have done that, but that's what they did in the sample, and I really like it. Like, oh, that's really cool. And so yes, these are on sale too. And let's do doot. And there we go. Pretty cool for a casual Friday, huh? With just needing to stamp it. Oh, Miss Adelaide, yes, would be another beautiful Mother's Day card. Absolutely. And the beautiful embossing folder, the paper, like, oh my goodness. So, like I said, on sale, 60% off. I don't remember the percentage on this. On sale, or discounted, I should say. Sale, whatever. All this is discounted and available only while supplies last. So, wow, wow, wow. Okay, so let me show you. Do you want to see it in another? Oh, okay, here. Let's do this. That's what I was planning. So I wanted you to. Oh, thank you, Miss Frankie. So this, I thought I liked the contrast with the berry burst. But you know what? This is pretty too. What I didn't have was the contrast for the greeting, and their sample did. Well, thank you, Miss Roxanne. So there you go. You can make up your mind. Berry burst. The yellow wouldn't show up real well because that was lemon lolly. Thought about black, but we don't have any black in there. So here you have. Oh, you would choose the same color for the pearls. Okay, that's all right, hun. Um, That's okay. In their sample, it had contrast, and I liked it. But absolutely. All right, so let me show you this card because this is the one I almost demonstrated for you. And so this color is the Misty Moonlight in the paper in here, Country Lace, and then the same embossing folder on Night of Navy, and kept everything. And these are the flat pearls that are retiring. Oh, thank you, Miss Glenda. So there we go. And so we've got a couple of those. And so, blue roses, I know they don't occur in nature, but there's a whole line of products, right? That are the blue flowers that are just so pretty, so elegant. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then here's another one that got a little bit of adhesive on there. There we go. Oh, Miss Cynthia. Well, Miss Adelaide loves the blue. Well, we're just so glad you made it. Isn't that pretty? Now, how easy is this? Just stamping the roses right on here. This is crumb cake stamped with crumb cake. gold foil, and that is a gorgeous congratulations card. So simple. I mean, my goodness, this is a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. So let's have a look. Yeah, if you go look in my online store and look up Stippled Roses, the stamp set, you will see this in gorgeous grape. And then we've got the blues, and then we have, you know what? I need to save this. I need a wedding card for October 13th. Huh. I think I just got it done. That's so good. Oh, Miss Patricia loves them all. Well, that's awesome. Oh, and Miss Bonnie B, I don't know if I've even asked. Did I ask you all to give my video a thumbs up and a share? A couple of you already wrote in the comments that you did, and I sure appreciate that. I always do. Very, very much. So I'm just going to keep saying it because the time is running out that you'll be able to get all of this. Stippled Roses stamp set, Stippled Roses dies, layered florals, right? 3D embossing folder. All of these are discounted and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Miss Cynthia, oh, that's so sweet. Well, oh, I wanted to show you something else. I just got this. This is the Everyday You and Me scrapbooking workshop kit. And I'm going to put together all of these pages. Now, I'm not going to do that live because hello, but yeah, can you imagine? But look, I don't know if I've shown you these before because I put together another one, a fall one I did, but it shows you how to even orientate the paper if it makes a difference and gives you all of the measurements. And they just do a fantastic job. And of course, you've got, not just that, but then everything's labeled for how to put it together. Isn't this beautiful? So here you get 6 pages, 3 2-page layouts. So what this reminds me of, and oh, thank you, Miss Roxanne. Oh, Miss Donna. Look at these. Aren't these pretty? In July, we're having our first scrapbooking retreat. It's a 3-day event. And in that, you will do, it's the month by month kit. It'll be available, I believe it's May 28th to order. And ordering it gets you into this scrapbooking retreat absolutely for free. So this is that. I just love this paper. So it comes with, oh, there's a pattern that's not in. This is in the paper we can get. Here's a pattern we don't get. Okay, that's one-sided, so that would be a background. And anyway, in that 3-day event, and you can watch live or go back later or whatever. And oh, I got it, and I hadn't opened it. Aren't these beautiful? And everything you need to do oh my goodness. So anyway, in that scrapbooking event, you'll buy the big kit, and it's pricey, but not when you realize all that you get. But purchasing the kit gets you into the scrapbooking retreat absolutely for free. And will be some exclusive products in there. Very, very nice. And I want to make sure I start telling you about, you can't order yet. Of course, that's not till the end of May. But I want you to start thinking about that now, because I hope to do that, because that will be awesome. And they were telling us, the leaders, about it, that because we're in different markets, and it's month by month, the category or the titles won't be specific to a page, because where it's spring here would be winter somewhere else. So that's really cool how interchangeable it'd be to adapt it to what you need. Oh, Miss Shirley, you are a little late. Oh, Miss Adelaide, thank you. Would you be willing to show us how to put together 2 of the pages? Well, honey, if I had 2 kits, but for me to try to figure things out live, oh girl, can you imagine? I couldn't even find my embossing folder that was sitting in front of me. But the last kit that I did, that fall one, I took pictures along the way and did a blog post. So that I can do, but live, oh wow. That's just giving me heart palpitations. But anyway, so that scrapbooking retreat, start thinking about that now because, wow, can you imagine? That's gonna be 24 pages, 12 two-page layouts? That's fantastic. And that'll have a lot of your scrapbooking done, and I imagine they're gonna be great. So, everyone's really excited about that. And there'll be anyway, like I said, the exclusive 3-day event that you can watch later because maybe the exact time won't work out for you, but it'll be fun. All right. So, Stippled Roses, for how many times have I said that this evening? Retiring and available only while supplies last. And both the stamp set and dies are discontinued and available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And the QR code on the screen will take you right to my online store. Oh, Miss Roxanne loves scrapbooking. Well, thank you, Miss Cheryl. Yeah, that scrapbooking retreat is going to be amazing. Oh, Miss Tink, you're new at watching you, but will be a follower. Well, thank you. Well, I sure appreciate that. All right. So, any questions? Because apparently I'm quite chatty and I can just talk and talk and talk. And did I forget anything? I don't think so. Oh, Stampin' Rewards are changing, and it's a change that's gonna be good for virtually everyone, and so that's going to start April 15th, and so, starting April 15th, anytime you order at least $20, you're gonna earn 10% in Stampin' Rewards that will be used on a future order. Okay, not that order, no right now, right now through, April 14th, if you order 150 or more, you get Stampin' Rewards. This is getting reduced down all the way to $20, but we have to use it right now. That's what we've been used to. I've been a demonstrator for 24 years, so it'll be different, but it'll be on your next order. And I'm thinking most of my sweet stampers will probably use it on the following order to offset the shipping because, who doesn't love the idea of free shipping? So so that is changing, but like I said, it's going to benefit virtually everyone. Just a flat 10% starting at $20. And the Stampin' Rewards are good for a full year. Now, host codes, they're going away. So my drawings, March was my last one. The host codes are going away, and that's what helped pay for that big prize. But Stampin' Rewards that accumulate. And if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you're going to get Stampin' Rewards. It's great. And so they'll all go into your online account. They'll be sitting there waiting for you to use. So life is pretty sweet. It's going to be a change for sure, but I think one that will adapt to very, very quickly. All right. Oh, Miss Cynthia. Okay, I got to take something down so I can see what you wrote. My QR code is covering up. Let's see, hon. Where'd it go? Oh, I gotta scroll up. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Cynthia. Oh, you're just gonna make me blush. She's so sweet. All right, so I don't see any other questions, of course. Oh, Miss Cheryl's loving the new Stampin' Rewards. I bet. Oh, it's that time of evening that I thank you for joining me on a Friday live stream that I demonstrated a stippled rose stunner. So all the supplies that I use are, while supplies last, available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching, and God bless.